Good morning, students. So as we are doing our chapter 5, and in our previous lecture we have started with the principles of management by Henry Fayol, and we have already did our first three principles. Next, the fourth one is unity of command. Unity of command, unity here means ekta, command means the instructions. That means whenever in an organization an indivisible employee should receive orders from only one superior at a time, and that employee should be answerable only to that superior. That means unity of command here stands that only one superior should pass the work to only one subordinate, or one subordinate should get work only from one superior. If he or she or an employee gets the orders from more than one superior or from more than one bosses, it becomes impossible for him or her to decide to do which work firstly. So that means unity of command means whenever the employees are instructed with the orders of the superior, there should be a symmetry and unity in that instructions. For example, the production manager instructs its supervisor to produce product X. Here a production manager instructs its employees or supervisor to produce product X. But the sales manager comes and tells the supervisor to stop production of X and produce product Y instead. Because of different set of commands from two bosses, the supervisor will be confused and may decide to produce nothing. That means in a particular case, there is one supervisor. He gets the instruction from production manager to produce product X. Simultaneously, he gets another instruction from the sales manager to produce product Y. So here one employee get the instruction from two bosses, which is not right for the supervisor to decide to do which work firstly. So because there is a different set of commands from two bosses, the supervisor will be confused. He or she may get confused and may decide to produce nothing, which will affect the organization's working, and the target achievement is going to be difficult for the organization to achieve. See the positive effects of unity of command. There is no confused situation for the subordinate. If there is only one superior who may give the orders to the one supervisor, then the subordinate not feel confused, as they will get orders from only one superior or one boss, and they will do that work efficiently and effectively. Second is the efficiency of subordinate increases. Why the efficiency? Because their focus is only on the one target or only on the instruction of the one boss. The efficiency of the superiors increases. Again, the superiors efficiency also get increased because of the achievement of the targets on the time by the employees. It is easy to fix responsibility. Why easy to fix responsibility? One boss and one employee, and for the one work. An atmosphere of cordiality prevails. The relation between the supervisor and superior will be soothed, and the atmosphere of cordiality or cordial relation prevails in the organization. Here comes the negative effects, vice versa of the positive ones. It creates a confused situation for the subordinates. There's a confused situation if there's no unity of command and one employee is getting the orders from more than one bosses. Second is it reduces the efficiency of the subordinate. It reduces the efficiency of the superiors. Conflicts due to the injured ego of superior. How conflicts? Because the superior, for example, here we have taken the example of product X and Y, and there are two bosses, production manager and sales manager. So if the supervisor produce product X, then the sales manager will be at injured ego, and if the supervisor produce the product Y, then the production manager will feel egoistic, or there's kind of a conflict between the production manager, sales manager and the supervisors. It is difficult to fix accountability. Again, when there are number of orders for the supervisors from various kind of superiors, it will be difficult to fix the accountability of indivisibles. And height of disorders. Disorders again here means, in our last lecture we have understood the meaning, that is a mistake or disturbances. So there's a kind of a slight disturbance in the organization due to the unfollownness of unity of command in the business. So this is about the unity of command. Next is unity of direction. Unity of direction here means, in unity of command we have studied that is there is one supervisor and one superior for one work. In unity of direction, that means there should be one head and one plan for a group of activities having the same objective. Those activities whose objective is of same nature, or whose objective is same, must be planned under one head, and those activities whose group of nature or objective is different, they may be placed under the other head. For example, suppose an automobile company is manufacturing two products. एक ऑटोमोबाइल कंपनी है, दो प्रोडक्ट्स मैन्युफैक्चर कर रही है, नेमली द स्कूटर्स एंड कार्स. सो स्कूटर्स की जो प्लानिंग होगी वो अलग होगी एंड कार्स की जो प्लानिंग होगी अलग होगी. दैट मीन्स द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैव टू डिविजन्स. Each product has its own markets and problems. Therefore, each division must have its own head. So unity of direction means if the business has multiple kind of products or multiple kind of activities in an organization, the activities those who are of same nature or same objective must be placed under one head, and that there must be a one plan for that. That is known as unity of direction. For example, if we'll take example of our school, so the administration department is different, their working is different, and the teaching department and their working is different. The school must have two plans. One is for administration, other is for the teaching departments on the basis of their like kind of objectives or activities. So that is known as unity of direction. So what are the positive effects of unity of directions? Like increase in the efficiency of the organization. Unity of direction होगा, हर कोई अपने ही पर्टिकुलर एक्टिविटीज के अंदर काम करेगा, उसके लिए ही डिसाइड करेगा, तो एफिशिएंसी जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की वो बढ़ जाएगी, बिकॉज देयर इज नो कन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ डिजीजेस और एनी काइंड ऑफ बिटवीन द वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट्स. इजी टू अचीव ऑब्जेक्टिव्स अचीव करना बहुत ही ईजी है. इट हेल्प्स इन द कोऑर्डिनेशन ड्यू टू यूनिटी इन एक्टिविटीज. इफ देयर इज अ काइंड ऑफ यूनिटी इन द एक्टिविटीज, इट ब्रिंग्स द कोऑर्डिनेशन इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एज ईच इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्म देयर टास्क very smoothly. The advantage of specialization is obtained. Why so? Because the activities are being diverted or divisioned according to their functioning. So the particular employees are being in the particular head and other are in the other one, so that will increase their specialization to achieve the objectives. Violating effect, the opposite of the positive ones. Advantage of specialization is not obtained. Decrease in the efficiency of the organization. Difficulty in achieving the objectives and difficulty in achieving coordination in the absence of unity of activities. So our next is 6th point, that is the subordination of indivisible interest to general interest. Here that means the subordination of indivisible interest. Every person in the organization must thought of organization firstly and give priority to the organization only. See, the interest of an organization should take priority over the interest of any one indivisible employee. अपने बारे में पर्सनली सोचने से पहले पूरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के फायदे के बारे में सोचना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द कंपनी वर्क्स विद एन ऑब्जेक्टिव टू बी फेयर वाइल गिविंग सैलरीज टू इट्स एम्प्लॉयज. एम्प्लॉयज को सैलरी देने के टाइम पे कंपनी फेयर होनी चाहिए. वन ऑफ द मैनेजर हु इज वेल्युएबल फॉर बिजनेस में डिमांड फॉर मच हायर सैलरी. एक मैनेजर है वो हायर सैलरी की डिमांड करता है, कंपनी में नॉट एग्री टू हिज डिमांड्स एज इट विल हार्म द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ अदर एम्प्लॉयज. दैट मीन्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को हमेशा या एम्प्लॉयज को हमेशा पूरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के फायदे के बारे में सोचना चाहिए और इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट के बारे में बाद में सोचना चाहिए, बिकॉज इस चीज़ों से कोई भी लाइक पार्शियलिटी क्रिएट नहीं होती एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर. पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट्स, ह्यूमैनिटी, द गुड थिंग. एवरीबडी प्रॉफिट इन द प्रॉफिट ऑफ द कंपनी. सबके प्रॉफिट्स के अंदर ही लाइक सबका प्रॉफिट कंपनी के प्रॉफिट के अंदर ही है. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स अचीव होंगे एंड कोऑर्डिनेशन बिटवीन द इंडिविजुअल एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव. वायलेटिंग द वाइस वर्सा ऑफ ऑल दिस. जेलसी क्रिएट होगी, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑब्जेक्टिव अचीव नहीं होंगे, ह्यूमैनिटी वायलेटेड होगी.